What is up, guys? George back again to do another episode of Nerd Alert. This one is episode 10 for August 2016. Picked up quite a few new comics over the last month or so, old comics I should say. I got a couple movies, a couple magazines, and figure we'll jump right into it with the movies. First up, this one I just got today, haven't watched it yet, but I've read good reviews about it. Some Kind of Hate. This one is on RLJ Entertainment. Came out earlier this year, maybe late 2015. Looks like a cool supernatural slasher type thing, but I got this on Amazon for around $3 from a second-hand dealer, so I'll be checking that out probably later tonight. The other Blu-ray I picked up, I was super happy to get this one. This is on Umbrella Entertainment. This is Tom Savini's version of Night of the Living Dead from 1990, I believe it was. This was released on Blu-ray a couple years ago by the Twilight Time Company in the United States. However, it was met with a lot of backlash because of the blue tint that they added to the film. I didn't have a problem with it. They tried to darken up the film a little bit. This one is completely restored back to the original. This is I believe a Australian or a German. I can't remember where this is from. Anyway, you can get this on Amazon. It is region free. That is the alternate cover for it, and here is the regular cover. I prefer the alternate cover big time. Anyway, I was a big fan of this version of the film back in the 90s. I thought it was fantastic. It's kind of a shot-for-shot remake of the original George Romero film. This George Romero is involved with this film as well, but with that you have Tom Savini's makeup, his makeup styling, and you get Bill Moseley in this, Patricia Tallman, Tony Todd. Bill Moseley plays at the very beginning of the film in the cemetery. He plays Johnny. I think this is great. This looks fantastic on Blu-ray. Again, the blue tint is gone. The Twilight Time one went out of print pretty fast because, if you know, Twilight Time only does very limited runs. But you can find this, like I said, on Amazon for about 16 bucks, I think. 16, 17 bucks. And it's definitely worth it because I really don't see us getting a U.S. release anytime soon unless Screen Factory or Arrow puts it out. But I'll take this for now. This also has audio commentary with Savini, the Dead Walk featurette, a couple interviews, Return of the Living Dead interview, or Return to the Living Dead, I should say, interviews, and behind the scenes featurette. So that's what you get on this. So it's not a ton of bonus material, but you do get a little bit, at least until a proper deluxe edition comes out. Now, a couple magazines. The brand new issue of Horror Hound has arrived. This is issue number 60. Has a piece on the Ghostbusters and a retrospect on Silence of the Lambs. Also has a fantastic article in it about horror movie documentaries. About film franchise documentaries, horror franchises. You got FX documentaries about directors and actors. In here, it's killer. There's also a piece in here for the Horror's Haunted Grounds for the movie, the original Carrie. And again, if you don't know what the Horror's Hallowed Ground is they go back to the shooting locations. So this issue is fantastic. Last issue was just okay. This one is great. I'm still in the midst of reading most of it. There's quite a bit of information in here about upcoming independent horror films and upcoming Blu-ray releases like they do every month. So definitely check out Horror Hound. Just came out last week at Barnes & Noble. So definitely check that out. Really killer. And I also picked up the newest issue of Rue Morgue with a huge Swamp Thing retrospect in it. Like I said, I picked these up sporadically over the year. And I figured I had to have this one because I'm a huge fan of Swamp Thing. So, really killer cover on this one. Again, you have the color blood in 4 colors, comic books, articles in it of new comic books that are coming out, a lot of reviews in here, as well as music reviews, which is cool because they do a lot of punk and rockabilly, psychobilly. Well, definitely check out the new Rumor. Now on to some comics. This past month, I've been on a Tales from the Crypt kick. The early 50s EC comics. In the early 90s, they reissued a lot of these comics in comic form for pretty cheap. You can find these very cheap around the internet at all the different comic stores on the internet. But first, I did pick up this is going to be the final issue of Creepy. This is Creepy number 24. There's no mention in here, though, about this being the final issue. But I have read on different websites that it is indeed the final issue of Creepy. So it's a cool cover. Pretty good issue. So definitely check that out because I have a feeling this is going to sell out pretty quick. Now, on to a bunch of old comics. I would say most of these are from the early 90s. These are all reprints. But I got quite a bit of them. First up, I picked up in a lot on eBay The Vault of Horror. And it's a Tales from the Crypt Presents Vault of Horror. And this is number 4. Now this is the early 1991 run of this, which ended pretty quickly because this is a 64-page book. And then later on in 1992 it picked up again with these. I'll run through. I picked these up randomly. I got these for $1 each. But I have issue number 1, issue number 2. I love that cover. Issue number 5. Issue number 7. Another great cover. Issue number 8. Shouldn't know what monster was after there. Number 9. Number 10. This one, I love this cover. This is number 11. Has a Frankenstein, if you can see it, Frankenstein feature in it. Number 12. Number 13. I love this cover too. This jumps to number 21. Pretty cool. This is like 1997 by this point. Issue 25. So this had quite a long run in the 90s, reprinting the old 50s comics. And issue 27. Now I don't know how many there are. I wouldn't imagine there's that much more than 27. I found it really hard to believe that it had gone on that long in the 90s. Like I said, I got these for $1 each. I have read many of these over the last couple of weeks, and they're classic. If you like 50s EC horror, you'll absolutely love these. Like I said, you can find them online. Alright, now, here's another batch. These are from 1990 and 1991. There's quite a bit here. These were a collection all together as a bulk, and it's all the run of the early 1990 and 1991 Tales from the Crypt and the Haunt of Fear, which was also Tales from the Crypt related. So I'll go through these quick. There is 2 different series for each one. So let's see. The first series, I believe, was monthly, which was early 91, early 90, 91, and that's the Tales from the Crypt #1. Tales from the Crypt #2. Killer cover. Another cover I love. This is #3. #4. #5. And these are all over 64 pages long, so they're all double the length of maybe even triple the length of a normal comic book. #6. Cool vampire in the backseat of the taxi. #7. And that was the last one of that run. Then a year later, they did another run, which was monthly, or bi-monthly, I should say. And they released five issues, as far as I know. Again, this was a year and a half later, maybe. They started it again with another #1. Double-sized first issue. #2. #3. Cool cover. Oh, Angus Young wearing the A on his head. #4. Pretty cool cover. And #5. And again, these are double-sized issues, so they're pretty thick. It's a pretty good read for a couple bucks, you know, for $1 each or $1.50 each. Then they did the same thing with the Haunt of Fear, which was another, basically Tales from the Crypt presents a Haunt of Fear. This is from the early 1990 run, and that is #1. #2. #3. #4. Pretty cool. And #5. And then again in 92, 93, they started to do it bi-monthly again. But as far as I know, they only did these 2 issues. I could be way off, but I was only offered these 2 issues. And that's #1 there. And #2. So that is it for those. I have quite a few other books as well that have come in over the past month or so, but I haven't read them yet, so I didn't want to, just talk about them. I thought I had some other stuff sitting around here too, because this is going to be a pretty short video for this month, but I kind of slowed down halfway through July because I had ordered these right after my birthday, and I've been reading them ever since. So I haven't been to the comic store at all because I knew I was getting these. I think for everything here it ended up being like $28 with shipping for all the comics, which is good. So I know some of these go for $3 or $4 each, but like I said, I got it in one big bulk order. So I guess that is it for this month. So I have a couple movies coming. I ordered on Amazon with a gift card. I have a couple pre-orders that I'll probably do some new movie reviews in the future. I'm trying to keep the videos shorter than normal. That way it doesn't take forever to get through them, but sometimes that doesn't always work out. But anyway, that is it for this episode of Nerd Alert. I'll probably be doing episode 11 halfway through the month of August. I say that all the time and then end up getting sidetracked, but I don't have a ton coming. I'm not really looking for anything else as far as comics go right now. I'm always looking for creepy magazines from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as the first 20 issues of Eerie magazine. So if anybody sees any of those out there, definitely leave me a comment below. Click that thumbs up button if you like this video, or subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody real soon. I hope I'll be doing an LP update and a CD update within the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.